morning everyone. In today's class we will discuss about animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is divided into two groups. First one is invertebrates, in which notochord is absent, and second group is vertebrates, in which notochord is present. It is classified into two groups: invertebrates and vertebrates. The main characteristic feature of invertebrates is notochord is absent. Notochord is absent, and in vertebrates notochord is present. Right? On the basis of this feature, animal kingdom is classified into two groups. Right? And what are the different phylums are included in this group, and what are the different classes are included in this group? We will take up one by one each phylum, and we will also understand the characteristic features of that particular phylum with examples. Right? So first phylum which comes under invertebrates is Porifera. First phylum is Porifera. Porifera is commonly known as sponges. Right? And in this phylum there is a multicellular organism, and cellular level of organization is found. Right? Second phylum is Cnidaria. Cnidaria are commonly called coelacanths. In this phylum, there is a tissue level organization is found. They contain tissue level of organization. Right? Now, third phylum is Ctenophora, and Ctenophora is a phylum in which there is a specific characteristic, that is, some animals of this phylum shows bioluminescence, and they are diploblastic animals. Ctenophora, and a few members of the Ctenophora show bioluminescent property. Right? And they are all diploblastic animals. Diploblastic means they have two embryonic germ layers, outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. Right? And next phylum is Platyhelminthes. Fourth is Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes, known as flatworm, they are commonly called flatworm. Flatworm. And fifth phylum is Aschelminthes. And Aschelminthes, commonly known as roundworm. Aschelus is an example of this phylum. Roundworm. Right? Sixth phylum, that is Annelida, which is called segmented worm. Annelida, commonly called segmented worm, means body is metamerically segmented. Right? Next phylum, that is phylum number 7, that is arthropod. Arthropoda. It includes insects such as cockroach and other insects are come under phylum Arthropoda. And next phylum is Mollusca. Next phylum, phylum number 8. Here we will write Mollusca. This phylum includes mollusks such as phyla. We will take up the characteristic features of all these phylum with example. And phylum number 9, that is Echinodermata, which have spiny skin, Echinodermata. Right? So these are the phylum which comes under invertebrates. Right? Separately we will take up each phylum, its specific characteristic features and examples. Right? So this is all about the invertebrates. Now, what are the classes included under vertebrates? Right? Let me write. Classes. First class is Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. It is also called jawless fishes. Jawless fishes. Right? Cyclostomata. Second is Chondrichthyes. Chondrichthyes. This is commonly called cartilage fish. Right? Then the body is made up of cartilage. Next, third class is Osteichthyes. It is commonly called bony fishes. Right? Bony fishes means the body is made up of partially or wholly bony like structure. Right? So these are the three: Cyclostomata, jawless fishes, Chondrichthyes, cartilaginous fishes, and Osteichthyes, bony fishes. Now, fourth class is class Amphibia. Class Amphibia. Example is frog. Right? Those animals who are capable to survive in land and in water, they are called amphibia. Just like a frog, it has dual respiratory system, that is, it can respire through the gills as well as through lungs. Right? Fifth class is class Reptilia. Class Reptilia means those who move through creeping, means they are the animals which considered in this class is snakes, cobra. These are the example of this Reptilia class. And sixth class, that is Aves. Aves includes birds. Right? And the study of birds is called ornithology, and the scientists who research on the bird, they are called ornithologists. And the father of ornithology in India, that is Dr. Salim Ali. Right? And next class is class 7, that is Mammalia. Right? Class Mammalia, human beings and other animals who are viviparous, they are considered under the class Mammalia. Right? So these are the classes which come under the vertebrates. Right? And we will take up each class, its specific property and the example of all these classes. right? And one more thing, that amphibia to mammals, they are also known as tetrapods. Tetrapods, because they have two pair of limbs, right? So in next class we will start from the Porifera phylum up to the Echinodermata and Vertebrata from class Cyclostomata to Mammalia. And one more thing which we will add, that is in between invertebrates and vertebrates, means animals who has both the characteristic of vertebrates and invertebrates, it is called hemichordata. Hemichordata. Balanoglossus is an animal which possesses the properties of both invertebrates and vertebrates. So it is in middle. In this way we have concluded today's class, and next turn we will take up each phylum and class in detail. Thank you very much.